Right guys, so you're not actually risking 0.5% or 1% on your prop firm trading trades. And I'll show you why. So if you go with a prop firm, most prop firms give you got 10%, either a 5% drawdown day or a 10% drawdown overall. And if you lose 10% of the capital, then you lose the account. So you've technically only got 10% to play with. So you get £100,000 account. 10% of that you've got to play with, which is £10,000. So you've got 10k to play with. You haven't got 100k to play with. You've only got 10k to play with. So you're risking, most people risk, what they say is 0.5% or 1%. 1% of 100k, that's what you're risking. So 1% of that is obviously 1k. So you're risking £1,000 per trade. You're only actually giving yourselves 10 trades because that's what you've ultimately got to play with. Because if you lose that, you've lost the challenge or the account. So that is too high, that's way too high. Most of us are doing what we say 0.5%, which is actually £500. So you're actually giving yourself 20 trades. You need 20 trades to lose in a row to actually lose this 10k. Now yes, it is still quite high, but this is why when you get your own capital and you trade your own capital, so let's do it in a different colour. So if you trade your own £100,000, I know most of us haven't got £100,000 to just throw in a trading account, but you'll see what I mean. So if you trade 1% of £1,000 is 1,000 of 100k. Sorry, is £1,000, which is comfortable to trade. And to lose the account, you've actually got 100 trades available to you, which I think is too much. It's too much. It's going to grow your account too slow. But if you're doing as you are trading like a prop firm, so if you're trading 1%, what you say 1%, while you're trading a prop firm, you're only giving yourself 10 trades before you could lose it. Now if you trade that on your personal 100k, 10 trades, you're actually risking 10%, which is £10,000 per trade. Now I think you can agree that none of us are going to be comfortable risking £10,000 per trade when we've only got 10 trades available. 10 trades makes 100k. And if you lose these 10 trades, you've lost 100k. So basically what I'm getting at is when you've got your own, when you're trading your own capital, then we can actually, when you're trading your own capital, if you trade 3%, you can actually risk, I'd say 3%, because 3% of 100k is only £3,000 per trade. And this gives yourself just over 33 trades before, 33 losses actually in a row before you lose the whole account. Whereas if you're trading $500 per 100k funding account, and you bear in mind you've only got 10k to play with, you're only giving yourselves 20 trades, 20 losing trades. So you're actually better off, obviously, once you've saved enough capital to do your own, so you can trade your own money basically. Obviously you won't be getting 100k, like very minimal amount of people have got 100k to trade with. But you can actually risk 3% and still be comfortable, because you're still giving yourself 33 losses in a row before you lose that amount of money. So even if you get to £10,000 or 10k personal account, you risk 3% per trade. So 3% is £300 per trade. Sorry about that, someone was at the door. So yeah, where were we? So you can actually save 10k of your personal account. You risk 3% per trade. You're still going to be better off than how you are trading now with a prop firm. I am actually a prop firm trader, but I'm trying to build my own capital up so I can trade a nice amount personally. But I risk $500 per. I'm on a 100k account and I risk $500 per trade. So I've got effectively 20 trades before I lose. But when I get to my personal account, I'm going to be risking 3% per trade, which sounds a lot to a lot of people, but it is actually less than what you're risking with a prop firm. So I'm going to be giving myself 33 trades, 33 losing trades before I lose the whole account. And if you lose 33 trades in a row, I'm sorry, but your strategy or your mindset with that strategy is rubbish. If you can lose 33 trades in a row, you're either too emotional or your strategy just isn't good enough. Whereas with a prop firm, you're only giving yourself 20 losses in a row. So bear this in mind. And if you are a very beginner with a prop firm, I'd be tempted to either knock that down, so to give yourself 40 trades, basically 40 trades to play with, so only risk $250 if you've got a 10k to play with. So yeah, basically it's going to be better off for you guys to save £5,000, £10,000 and put it into your own personal. Obviously use the funded account to make the money to start, but then initially I would say personally it's better to put your money into a personal account, and then you can risk what is called less, well, what sounds less than you're risking on the trading, on your funding, but it's not actually, because we've just worked it out. You're giving yourself 20 trades because you haven't got that to lose. You haven't got 100k to lose. You've only got 10k to lose. Whereas with your personal, you've got the whole amount to lose. So you're actually better off risking 3% on a personal account. And not only that, if you risk 3% per trade, per 1 hour, you go for 2 hours a week, say, or even 2.5 a week, that's 10 hours a month. So 10 hours a month will give you actually 30% profit for the month. And that's just from 2.5 hour return a week. And I bet most of you are actually aiming for 2.5 hour, if not more, return on a funded account. So if you can save a little bit of money, put it in your personal account and risk 3% per trade, that's giving yourself 33 trades. No matter what amount you put in, if you're only risking 3% of that amount, you're giving yourself 33 trades to play with before you lose the account. And that is a lot better odds than how we are with the funding. With not only that, with the prop firm, sorry, not only that, you make 30% of 10k, sorry, you're making £3,000. Is that right? £3,000? Yeah, you're making £3,000. Because it's your personal account, you are actually getting the whole lot. You're getting the whole lot. Whereas if you're on a live account with a prop firm, you won't be making 30%. You're actually only going to be making, you're risking 0.5% of the amount. So 10R times 0.5%, you're going to be making 5% on the prop firm. Then you've got to deduct their percentage fees away. And if, like me, I'm trading dollars, so I've then got to take away the exchange rate, you don't come out with a lot. Like, obviously you have to have a really big prop firm amount to trade with to make good money. Like, I love prop firms. I think they're great. They're the best way to get in, the best way to make good money. I've made some very good money using prop firms. But I'm definitely swaying towards setting up my personal account, but I want a nice amount of capital in there to start. Like, anything from really, personally, I want to really wait till I can put like 50k, maybe 30, 50k in a personal, and then maybe shift over towards it. It obviously depends, because your emotions are easy. I find your emotions easier to control with the prop firm because you know you could lose it soon. Whereas with your own capital, you you get in the your emotions get involved a bit more, and you think, well, it's all my money, I can risk it all if you want, which is horrible to spiral in, but we are humans and that can potentially happen. But yeah, so use your prop firm to get yourself a nice few grand, then put it in your personal account. You can risk 3% and you've still got more trades than you're actually allowed with risking what we call 0.5% with the prop firm. So yeah, that's what I would say for most people to do. Prop firm to get some money behind you, then put it into a personal account. As long as you can control your emotions and you trade your plan, then you're going to become profitable. And not only that, because the percentage return is higher, you can actually compound your money more and quicker. So within a 12-month period, you could have a very nice personal account. So I hope that's clear enough for you guys. Any questions, whack them below, like, subscribe, and yeah, I will catch you on the next video.